Welcome back to No Seatbelt, you sea monsters. Out here on a Thursday yet again at Golf League. Was supposed to rain and looks like it's
gonna rain.
No, I just checked. It said no rain till tonight. So
it literally just got dark when I pulled in.
Yeah, you brought the clouds.
Yeah,
you brought the pain. So not sure, but maybe new beat you just heard from Connor Beats. Just talked to him and he was like, well, I think I could get it to you today or tomorrow, so I'm not sure if we're going to have it or not. But heaven forbid, ask fucking Connor for something.
He's still on the river.
No, he's fucking flying around the cosmos like the goddamn Silver Surfer on that fucking Toad Venom. So if it is the new one, sweet. I'm not going to spoil it. I'll spoil it next time. But I'm pretty sure he meant to send it to Boys to Men and not us. But either way, we're out here today chilling, and not going to do any bullshit today. Let's just get right into it.
Sure.
No thanking, no golf. So that's another thing. I've had a couple people, ask, hey, did you listen to the pod? They're like, well, I don't really like golf. Again, nothing to do with the podcast, just a part of it. But no golf because Patrick Cantley is a motherfucking asshole.
Although we did pick him to win.
Yeah, he was number one. He was number one on the sheet. But again, I can't bet him. So part of that closing the chapter last time, I figured, good things would come, right?
Mm-hmm.
Of course, motherfucker wins the tournament, pisses me off, and then I moons. So I'm a little pissed, but good things are coming.
I held on.
Yeah, fuck off. But I'm glad you did, because what's mine is yours now.
Yeah, right.
But good things are coming, because my fucking man, Julio Jones, signed with the Titans.
I saw that. God damn it.
Yeah. Put your motherfucking bets in now, baby. Their odds got cut in half.
Yeah.
I think they're at like plus 3,000 now, which is still insane value. But, so good things coming. Jobs going better than expected. I know I'm awesome, but I doubt myself sometimes. And I was just talking to my girl who basically trained me, and I was like, I had doubts going in, but I've been killing it, and that's great. So, but anyway, all right. So I kept this one close to my chest because I wanted to talk
we need
to
to talk
you
about that.
I want it to be like I tell you everything. Like, you literally know everything that goes on in my life. Like what time I shit.
Yeah.
Everything. We talk so much. Everything.
He calls me right before he goes.
But I did call you the other day, and I told you I had an idea into. I didn't go too much into it, and there's been a couple things that's happened that you're probably like, what the fuck? And I'm surprised you didn't even ask me about them because you probably just forgot because wife, kids, and life. But I'll kind of kick it off like this. So me and Connor were texting yesterday, and we were just talking about, manifesting, things that you think. Okay. And I'm pretty sure I'm like that powerful now that I can do it.
Okay, you have that ability.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Like, I know you're really smart, but I don't know if you have this ability. You might. I think everybody does, but everybody's too scared to where, like, if you just think about something enough, sure enough, it happens.
Dude, that's Boom always used to say, and I'm sure if he listens to this, he'll be like, son of a bitch, law of attraction. That's literally what he used to say all the time.
Well, and the only reason I thought of it was, going through a breakup, and I know this happens to a lot of people, they're on your mind 24/7, right? Because you're sad, and, it's just the way it is. You see their car, it's just like, or when you buy a new car, you've never seen that car on the road, but then whenever you have that new car, you fucking see it all the time.
Yes.
Because you're thinking about it,
right, yeah, you notice it more.
You're constantly thinking about, that person, so things are popping up all the time. I don't know if it happens to, everybody, but it happens to me with everything. So now, listen, I'm twisting the universe around for us, bud. Things are going to be getting real sweet.
Okay, let's hear it.
So, me and Connor were talking about that, and listen, if like an actual like doctor read through me and Connor's text,
you'd both be locked up.
Yeah. What is that? 302? Is that when you go to the psych ward?
Yeah.
We'd both be
against
there.
Your will. Yeah.
Yeah, we would both 100% be there. It's so ridiculous, the things that we say to each other.
I floated down 15 miles of a river with him this weekend. Believe me, I know.
Speaking of that, how was that? I know I know how it was, but how was it for the fans?
Yeah, no, it was fun. We had Ty Davidson's bachelor party, although he's already married due to COVID, so COVID kind of fucked it up, but we still all went. There's 15 of us. 8 canoes. We just tied together. There were shenanigans on the river. Expensive chainsaws were lost. Everybody kind of went to outer space throughout the entire trip. There was arguing. There was bickering. People were flipping canoes, and a lot of alcohol was consumed.
And a lot of
vitamins. Yeah, a lot of vitamins. It was chaos, but it was fun.
Yeah, we not FaceTime Live, Instagram Live.
Yeah, we did a little Instagram Live. A lot of you guys popped in, which was cool. It was hard to see because I was literally on an island in the middle of the Allegheny River. But yeah, so back to Connor because after we drank a lot and had vitamins and everybody was having a good time, it was me, Carl, and Connor at the front of 3 canoes tied together, and I think I laughed for 4 hours straight.
So I was talking to him about that today. I was like, I can't wait to have you on, man. And like I said, we're trying our best to get people on, but it's hard to get someone to do it. But anyway, I was what were we just saying?
You were talking about Connor manifesting.
Oh yeah, so I was actually still don't know what I was just about to say, to be honest with you, but we
talking to Connor too much.
Yeah, so listen, fuck. What was I just gonna say?
We were talking about Connor.
Yeah, I know, but I was going to say something funny about him. But either way, whatever.
I said you were talking to him too much. That's why you forget.
Yeah, no, I know that. But so we were talking yesterday, and it was just, it's always an experience with Connor, and I love it. I can't wait to have him on. That's what it was. But I was like, we might not even be able to air it because we'll just laugh the entire time.
Yeah, there'll be no dialogue.
Right. So anyway, about getting 302'd. Is there something someone can do outside of like stabbing someone that happens and you're like, that person's fucking nuts? Like just one instance or like one thing like, oh, that person,
Yeah. I mean, I would say, yeah. I mean,
can you think of one right now?
That I saw somebody do something that obviously wasn't by the book insane, but I was like, that fucking person's crazy.
Right.
Yeah.
Like,
how people react to certain situations.
Okay.
I sometimes see people react to certain situations, and a lot of it has to do with like their ego, and I deal with it. We all deal with ego, but there's times where people will react to a certain thing, and I'm like, that person is crazy, because the definition of insanity is doing something over and over again and expecting a different result.
Right.
Right. And I always like jokingly say that Abby and her mom are crazy, because they do the same thing. They do, right. And then I'll hear them bitch about what they're doing, and I'm like, you, like, there's no lessons learned.
Right.
So at that point, I'm like, that person's fucking crazy. Now, in the crazy you're talking about, like, because like as long as stabbing and going fucking nuts, not real. I mean, I can't really think.
Well, I have it.
What is it?
Because it happened to me. So this is part of the thing that I held close to my chest. So, those things where it's like, tell me you're rich without telling me you're rich,
yeah.
Those videos?
Yeah.
That's like the guy he has a go-kart to go get his mail.
Yeah. Right.
So I would have the perfect one for tell me you're crazy without telling me you're crazy.
Okay.
So the other night, I had a date. Went well. Beautiful girl. Super cool.
I didn't know this.
Well, I know. And
wow, this is breaking news. Okay.
So, great time, good food, good energy. Was really about her. Ended up going back to her place, and typically I don't do that. I always go to my place, just only because I've always had roommates. So if I die, she's fucked, or whoever's fucked. They know.
Okay, yeah.
So now, like, I live by myself. I'm like, well, for the first time, I need to see, is she crazy? And in this particular instance, I'm thinking, everything that I didn't. So get back to her house, do the deed, and you could sometimes tell a girl's crazy already just by the first time you have sex with them. It's okay to be nuts in bed. Like, I love that. I'm all about it. But that if it's the first time and she's telling you, choke the shit out of me.
Oh, yeah.
Or fill me up like a cannoli.
That's a red flag.
Yeah. And listen, I take that fill me up like a cannoli a little too literally, because if you think of a cannoli.
Yeah, I know exactly what you're getting at.
Yeah. I'm going to try my best to put it in one hole and make it come out the other. So anyway, whatever. It was cool. Like, it was, but I was, a little bit, like, okay, what the fuck? So this is where I really, decided that something's wrong. So she goes to the kitchen or whatever, comes back with a bag of Doritos and a water. I'm like, oh, okay. And she goes back out. And I'm thinking she's just going to come back and bring me a water, right?
Oh, God.
She comes back with a saucer of ketchup. And I don't know. I was like, maybe she like puts it by the bed at night, likes to smell like ketchup, like whatever.
Oh, yeah, that wouldn't be insane.
No, listen. Yeah, but... So I'm thinking, okay, cool. Like, we'll eat some Doritos and, have a little snack and maybe get back at it. Whatever. I don't really know. She opens up the bag of Doritos and fucking dips them in ketchup.
Doritos into ketchup?
Yeah.
What?
Yeah. I mean, is that, like, am I overreacting? Or is she not nuts?
See, so what I like to do is I try to think of what they would say.
Like,
to
I
justify
love ketchup.
it. But listen, here's what she would say. And maybe I'm crazy because this is the way I can think of. She would say, do you like cheese fries with ketchup? Because a lot of people like put ketchup on mac and cheese or cheese fries.
Okay, yeah.
And maybe she's like, these are just like dried fries with cheese dust, and I put ketchup on them.
I don't care. It's just weird.
I totally agree. It's insane.
It's fucking nuts.
No, it's insane.
So
We just had a conversation. Didn't we recently talk about somebody that eats ketchup with Doritos?
No. Maybe we did, and we manifested it into
reality. Holy shit, man. Now my mind's blown.
Yeah. So listen, at this point, so this is where you probably got a little confused. I went to the bathroom and I texted you and I said, hey, just call me and act like it's an emergency. Don't worry about it. I'll talk to you about it later. So you did, so I could leave. Because I'm not a good liar. Like, I don't lie well. So I didn't know what to tell her, and I don't want to be a fucking piece of shit because we had a good time. She likes getting choked. But I was legit scared for my life.
So how did you meet her, number one?
Just, dating app.
On an app?
Yeah.
Okay.
So obviously she's already insane if she's on an app and she's single.
You know what? Yes and no, though. So, like, I think it's becoming more and more regular. So it's not just insane people on there.
No, it is. I'm on there.
It's very true.
And I'm insane.
Yeah. That's very true.
I mean, I don't eat fucking Doritos with ketchup.
No, that's a different level of insane. You'd have to have a lot of vitamins.
So anyway, we're seeing each other again.
So anyway, we're going back out tomorrow.
But no, so yeah, so it was just absolutely fucking mind blowing.
Let me ask you a question though. When she came back in with a saucer, you said, not even a bowl?
Yeah, a saucer cup.
Like, what do you mean, a saucer? A saucer and a cup are two different things.
I don't know, a fucking little tiny bowl thingy. Not a saucer, not a fucking thing you put tea on.
That's what I'm thinking of. If it was on a plate, it'd be even crazier. But it does make sense. It's practical
like
because you can get more of the chip.
Yeah, it was a dipping mechanism thingy. But yeah, so I was a little bit freaked out.
Did you say anything when she walked in with it?
No, I think the silence was all she needed.
It sounded like that came from your stomach.
It did.
It sounded like you put the fucking microphone into your stomach.
It did. No, I think the silence said it all. And I think she knew, too.
She didn't respond? She didn't say, yeah, I know this is kind of weird, but...
No, I think...
It was just totally awkward silence.
I don't know, man. I'm like... she didn't even, hasn't texted me since, so I think she knows that I was a little bit freaked out by what a weirdo she was. Because I only just saw the beginning of it. Like, who knows?
Who knows where she went from there?
Right.
Yeah.
Was she rubbing that ketchup on the nips?
Maybe.
That actually would have been sweet.
That would have been sweet. Ketchup's
fucking
not bad.
Missed it. Oh, I love ketchup. I put ketchup on everything, just not Doritos. Because
that is a psychopath, though.
I think so. So it got me. So that part got me to thinking. Coming out of a long-term relationship, I was having sex with the same girl for however long, and now being single, having sex with other single people for the first time, got me to thinking sex is like video games. And it might sound crazy.
Okay, I'm listening.
But when I explain it, you're going to be like, holy fuck, you just blew my mind. So to begin, you begin every game, easy mode, hard mode, just like a girl. Right. Is it going to take a smile and a hand being run through my hair to take her to Pound Town?
Yeah.
That sounds douchey. To make sweet love to her? Or do I have to take her on multiple dates? Is it, you know what I mean? There's levels to it.
Right, yeah, right. Every girl is like a different game you're playing. Yeah, I get it. Okay.
So then, when you start the game, you fire it up. There's, a learning curve. You got to learn the buttons.
Uh-huh.
What button does what?
You're right. Okay, I'm with you.
So the X button does this for this girl? No, not so much for that girl.
Right, 'cause all the controls aren't the same.
All the controls aren't the same. And the analogies just write themselves. Are you playing Madden 2020 and then in a year upgrading for new and better gameplay? Or are you playing a role-playing game where you'll play it forever and you'll keep doing that same stupid tedious mission over and over again until forever? Because
God damn, I'm stuck in GTA 2.
Yeah, and you just and you love it. You don't it's like being with your wife. You just keep doing it. Can you open up door number 1? Sure. Door number 2 might be locked.
You're right. That is a good analogy. That is very true because...
But I mean, think about anything with it, and it works.
You're playing a lot of demos right now.
Right, yeah, right, exactly. Right, exactly.
You're playing a lot of demos. You're not buying anything.
No, not yet, yeah. And then when I do, what is it going to be? Am I playing that game that,
Right, because sometimes the demos aren't the same as the game.
No, right. I mean, it's... Slide that disc in and fire it on up, and you don't know what's going to happen.
Very true, man. That's a good analogy.
Right.
Man, now I just want to reflect on my relationship.
No, don't. Because you've been playing the long game, the long con.
I'm still playing N64.
Yep.
I never got a new system.
No new attachments.
No new system.
Nothing.
It's got the rumble pack you got to plug in. It's not built into the controller.
Right, yeah. So
son of a bitch.
Yeah, it's
this is good conversation.
Yeah, I mean, there's nothing wrong with that. That's awesome. Like, if you can go back.
I just bought a PS5.
Right, I know. So Abby, got something to tell you.
Ab, we'll have a conversation.
But no, and like I said, anything that you can think of with a video game, it fucking corresponds with sex, and it blew my mind. And I love now that, like, because I would have never thought of this had the situation not happened.
Run into a crazy person, yeah.
Yeah, and had I not,
a ketchup
broken
and
up.
Dorito loving.
Yeah, fucking nutbag. I should probably text her.
She doesn't seem that bad.
Yeah, no.
I know nothing else about her.
She was actually awesome. I'm just fucking nuts. But yeah, so like,
you should text her and be like, "Look, here's why I haven't texted.
Yeah,
listen to the podcast."
No, I'll probably hammer 40 beers at golf and text her tonight and be like, "Hey, bring that ketchup on over, baby girl."
I got all ketchup.
Yeah.
Let me ask you a question. Was it Heinz?
I don't know. I didn't see the bottle. I didn't, peek into her fridge or anything like that.
Did you taste it?
No. Listen, I didn't do anything.
Like right when she came in, you got up?
Yeah, and went to the bathroom and texted you, "Hey, right. Call me and act like it is an emergency. Don't ask any questions."
God, I never even put 2 and 2 together.
Yeah, and like I said, I was surprised. Like even later on, you were like, "What the fuck was that about?" But yeah, it's cool because I'm gonna have a lot of these situations. Hopefully, maybe not. Maybe I'll never go on another date again. But hopefully, and then we can keep. Content. I'm never gonna be able to fucking date because this is just gonna be it, man.
What, the podcast?
Yeah.
Well, you could date.
But I'm only gonna do it and then put them on blast.
So. And I think that's when you know you found the right one, when she's like, "Yeah, I want the fans to follow along."
God, if you're out there, that would be amazing.
I want them to follow along. Like it's the audio version of like The Bachelor.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah,
Holy
that makes
fuck,
sense.
That's perfect. Actually,
yeah, we should do that. That would be awesome. Yeah. So
you're just gonna have to come up with like fake names or something.
Right, Todd Tyler. Because that could technically be a girl's name, I think, right? Todd? No, actually.
No, if
Tyler,
it is.
Tyler could
be. Tyler Todd.
But yeah, so it was a good experience, interesting experience, and now, like, I'm looking forward to more of them. And I was listening to a pod, and they were talking about that, about, when you're dating me, and this was them talking,
yeah.
You have to date my personality on here, and then you have to date me in real life, and then you have to...
Yeah.
So... Obviously, there's people doing that, so I guess it'll work. I hope so.
Yeah, but I wouldn't say we're necessarily completely different. I feel like some larger podcasters and more mainstream people, although I guess it depends what type of podcast. Like that podcast you're talking about,
right?
Shit Show. It is so fucking ridiculous. Like, there's no way a human being, especially a female,
right,
can be like that in real life.
Well, speaking of that, I told you today I never really listened to it other than just like the Instagram clips, and I put it on today, and it was just so dry and everything seemed so forced. Like they didn't even know what they were doing. Like, we don't know what we're doing, and we're doing it.
Well, no, yeah, but we can have a conversation. Like,
they're like influencers, like they're famous.
Yeah, but it's because they're hot chicks, though.
Yeah, so why did they get notoriety? Just because they got sweet titties?
Start posting like under dick pics.
Calvin Klein under dick pics.
Under dick pic. Why isn't that a thing? Under dick.
Because we're men.
Because it's taint is what it is.
Right.
Under dick is taint.
Yeah, hairy.
Nobody wants to see that.
Well, I bet there are some.
Put that in your app.
No, I can't. I'm so real on there. It's like, what is the hallmark of a good relationship? Like honesty and trust and communication. No, I need you to understand that I'm on a podcast. I'm fucking nuts.
Yeah.
But I'm actually really nice.
I mean, I didn't say you're mean on here.
No, but I mean, I'm not as nuts in real life as I think that I am. I'm going to start manifesting that I'm not nuts.
And then you won't be nuts?
Yeah.
Okay.
So, all right. Well,
so basically, we just got to think shit into existence. So maybe it won't rain, although it's progressively
it's not going
darker.
to. I promise you that. See, you're already.
Well, I mean, I follow science, so.
I knew it. I fucking knew it. I told Connor on the way down here when I was texting him and driving, don't do that. That you would say that, but it's not. So,
what, do you follow science?
No, that you follow science.
Well, of course I do.
I know, but I'm telling you, it's not going to rain. Just say it.
Okay, it's not going to rain.
Yeah, and you're going to shoot a 39.
I mean, I'll probably shoot a 39, yeah.
Yeah, okay. I'm going to shoot a 44.
Okay. But it's definitely going to rain.
It's a south. Nope, I'm not even going to put that out there. I'm going to shoot a 44. Fucking piss missiles all day.
Nice. Okay. I do appreciate that, and
Well, especially now coming from me. I mean, I was, last 3 months pretty just not.
Yeah, you were in a tough spot.
But not even that. Like, I mean, it's just, there's no reason to be that way. But now that I realize how powerful I am.
You've realized your own mental power.
I'm so fucking powerful. When me and Connor were talking about, is that Jesse?
No.
No. Okay. Yeah, and I texted Connor yesterday, and I was like, can you believe there's people in the world that don't know how powerful we are? And he goes, I know, man, it's fucking insane. But,
dude,
yeah, so.
Connor and Carl, I honestly haven't, my throat hurt Sunday from laughing so hard. Like, I was laughing to the point where I was throwing up. Like, I was gagging, throwing up.
Did he? I mean, even the Instagram, Connor wasn't alive during the Instagram, but Carl was.
He was in his underwear all night.
Oh, I'm sure.
Standing around. Like, he had to get bug bites, and then he woke up in the morning, and I was like, you get bit? He's like, no, dude. I'm like, no, yes, you did. You 100% did.
He's nuts. He never has a shirt on. He might work shirtless.
Did he tell you about how he made himself throw up? So he
shoved the fat hot dog down his throat.
Yeah.
No, he didn't.
Yeah, swear to God.
He shoved the hot dog. I didn't even know that. I just said that because that's I figured.
No, because he didn't want. His hands were dirty. He didn't want to shove his finger in his throat. So he used the hot dog.
Because that's a good rationale. You're out on a fucking island in the middle of the Allegheny, and you don't want to.
And he's in his underwear,
and you don't want to shove your dirty hands down your throat,
dude. And he shoved a hot dog down his throat. He threw up so much, like 3 times.
Oh my god!
He kept shoving the same hot dog down his throat.
Dude, we actually talked about this a while ago, and it blows my mind. And I'm not going to say the details that I said when we were talking about it because just can't. Like, you're a great dad. Carl's a fucking great dad. Rick's going to be a great dad. If there's anybody else that I'm missing, you're a good dad. My dad wasn't.
You're a good dad.
You're a good dad. My dad wasn't. But it blows my mind, like, knowing the things that I know about you guys and that you're raising kids.
Yeah,
and it has nothing to do with, you could go out and do whatever you want. Like, at the end of the day, as long as you're a good parent, you're a good parent.
Right, yeah.
But it blows my mind that, the things that I know about you guys, that you're fucking raising children.
When you think of a hot dog, what's the first thing you think of?
Now?
Yeah, like if you had to think of a hot dog and think of a funny story, what would you think of?
I'm not. No, we can't say that.
Well, we don't have to say the name.
Well, I know, but I'm not. No, we're no. There's no. We're not putting that on air. Listen, no. But I know exactly what you're talking about.
That's whenever we get the Patreon.
Listen, it just fucking blows my mind. Like I said, when we were at Rick's watching you hold your child while she was screaming, and then just knowing what I've seen you do throughout your life, it just blows my mind. But
yeah, mine too.
Anyway, so another thing, I was pretty heated. I got here early, and I had a beer, and I kind of calmed down. But I needed to talk about something.
Okay.
It takes me 2 hours to get here every week, right?
Yes.
Okay.
It's really a half hour, but okay.
I know, it is. It's not bad. It's quick. But every fucking time, and it's not just every time I'm driving here, but it just reminds me of it because I'm already miserable. No, I'm not. I'm not miserable. I'm good. The fucking fast lane driving down the highway, man. I can't do it. This motherfucker was going 55. And like, I get it. Like, I don't drive fast. Like, I'm a good driver. I drive, by the laws, but I'm going 80 in the fast lane at least.
Well, yeah, I mean, down 376, you almost have to go 80 in the fast lane.
Right. So I get it if I'm going a little faster and I come up on you and then like, I just caught you by surprise. But if I'm behind you for 5 fucking miles and you're going 60,
drives me crazy, dude.
And I pull, so like I said, I follow but whenever someone is doing that shit, I get over, when I can, and then I get right in front of them.
Oh yeah, make sure they know.
And there were 17 people in the car, and I looked back and they were all flicking me off, like I'm the bad guy. You were just going. I guess having so many people in the car, that's all the faster they could go. And then I figured me being a piece of shit like that, they would realize what they were doing. I followed them the whole way, like through my rearview mirror, and they didn't move, even after I did that.
They don't give a fuck.
No one does. Yeah. And it's not even just them. It's so many fucking people, and it's so frustrating to me. So if you're one of those, and I swear to God...
Get the fuck off the road, is what I say.
Yeah. And whenever we get rich off of Safe Moon, I'm hiring the smartest people in the world to develop an app to take care of that.
No, I'm just gonna when we get rich off Safe Moon, I'm just gonna drive a tank and only a tank.
Okay, me too then. Matching tanks.
Only a tank.
Because I can't with that shit, and it just annoys. Like, I'm not in a hurry or anything, but I just fucking cruising, man. Like, I'll be either listening to music, jamming, or I'll have our pod on, just kind of going over shit. And like, I'm mellowing out, I'm in a good mood, and then instantly, I gotta fucking drop it down into 4th gear and start riding the brakes. Or when people ride the brakes going uphill, how's that even like?
They drive with 2 feet,
dude.
That drives me crazy too.
So if you're a bad driver out there and I see you, you should actually be allowed to just carry a pistol that has 1 round in it, so you can shoot their fucking tire
out. Yeah.
Nothing bad happened to them. Just teach them a lesson.
Yeah, right.
Because apparently they don't think, life laws exist.
Dude, I agree with that. And another thing, as we're on the traffic topic, because I experienced it yesterday because I drove out to Oakmont. What drives me crazy...
That was a small flex.
Small flex. Weird flex, but okay. Yeah, I played Oakmont yesterday. Big deal.
And shot a 91.
Shot a 91.
No biggie.
But anyway, what I hate... And the reason why it pisses me off even more is because in school, in engineering, I had to take a
Another flex.
Yeah, transportation class. That's not really.
When I was super smart and was doing engineering.
Yeah. So I had this transportation class, and, you study traffic patterns and shit like that. Very boring. But you learn, and they show you, like, there's like, diagrams and shit, how, like, one person, like, if there's a merge point, if everybody merges at that merge point, meaning there's 2 lanes until the merge point,
right,
it's not bad. What fucks everything up is when everybody gets over to the left lane or whatever lane earlier,
right,
and then it's just like 1 or 2 assholes that try to run all the way out of that merge point.
Yeah, I know. Yep.
That's what fucks it all up, and you'd be amazed at the trickle effect that has. And it's the same thing with like going into the tunnels in Pittsburgh,
right?
All it takes is one asshole like getting over real quick, because it is a pain in the ass once you come out of the tunnels and you got to like go 279 and you're in the right lane, or some shit. Or if you want to get 376 and you're on the left, it's like 2 lanes to fucking 8,
Right.
So it is a pain in the ass, but it's amazing how like one asshole, and I remember seeing a meme, and it's like so fitting. It's like everybody's sitting in traffic and that one car goes up the right hand side, and like they'll even be on the shoulder to get around people,
right?
And they'll go all the way up. And it's like, you're not a genius. You're just an asshole.
Right.
Like, get the fuck over.
Yeah.
Because if you think about it, if everybody gets over, then traffic never stops.
Right. So you're saying when you see the sign to say the road's closed in 2 miles, you should instantly get over?
No, not at 2 miles. But, like, so the way that you design, like, a traffic thing like that, you put your merge point prior to the work, right? Okay, that makes sense. But what they need to start doing is merging earlier.
Okay. How early? So not 2 miles.
No, not 2 miles, but like just say, I don't know, about a mile. Say a mile over, like get over here. Keep the lane open, for the assholes. But like if people just started practicing, there's no way to enforce it really.
Right.
Because if there's 2 lanes open, people are going to drive them.
Now, when you did this, was it like a simulation they showed on a video? Oh, yeah?
Yeah.
I want to see that. Because I agree.
You can probably look it up on YouTube. And it like showed a bunch of shit like coming, for example, you see it a lot coming down into the tunnels. One person does like a brake check, like you can
Fucks-
actually
yeah,
see
yeah.
it.
Yeah.
All the brake lights go up all the way up the hill, and it fucks everything up. Like,
Right.
that's why. I mean, we don't have to get into this nerdy shit, but like that's why the self-driving cars
Are going to be perfect.
would be amazing because
No.
there is none of that.
Listen, you should have to go and take a fucking relicense check every 3 years if your IQ is not as high as ours.
Right. Right. Exactly. I swear, lifetime.
Yeah, because it blows, like it just infuriates me. And I know you could tell the story about when I made that left-hand turn, but aside from that, I'm a pretty
Although
good-
that was a perfect left-hand turn.
Yeah, but that's like what I hate when people do. Like whenever they're like saying I was pulling onto the road and no one was coming, so it didn't matter. But whenever you're behind someone, they're making a right-hand turn and they like basically stop.
Oh.
It's like, dude, you could just how like
Yeah.
do you
like when you're
understand?
turning off Broadhead, like onto a road or something.
Right.
I hate that. It's like, turn already.
Yeah.
Jesus
It's going
Christ.
so slow.
Just
I don't
fucking turn.
understand.
Like coming down here in Brady's Run, there's that dog park when you come in at the bottom. Like you could
Yeah,
go left, but
yeah.
if you're going right, you don't have to stop. So this person in front of me, I'm coming like under that bridge, and I see them up there, and they're like rolling up to the stop sign, and they slow down to a stop. They have no turn signals on. They stop. I come up behind him, come to a full stop. He's still sitting there. I put my hand out the window. I'm like, "Go!" You know,
So
what are you
he was
doing?
so confused.
Now, if you're lost, okay, whatever. It wasn't a big deal, but like he just went straight. So to me, he was always going straight.
Right.
But like, and it's not straight. You should put a left-hand turn signal on there.
Right, exactly. Yeah.
Yeah.
No, it absolutely fucking
I
grinds.
fucking get so mad driving. I don't get as mad as Abby though. Abby's gonna get me killed one day.
Yeah, that's
She
scary.
she yells with her hands, like she'll be in the passenger seat. Fucking no! And like one time, I'm gonna get my ass kicked.
Yeah,
by
right.
Some giant fucking dude that gets out from Texas, a shell worker.
Yep.
He's gonna get out and fuck me up on
roundhouse you,
Broadhead.
street sweep you. as
Yeah,
I
and
like to
like
say.
I'll just be like, I wasn't even that big of a hurry, Ab.
Yeah, right.
Like, what are you doing?
And she ended your life.
And that guy will come up and he'll be like, "What the fuck, some big Texan?" I'll be like, "Nah, I'm good, man. Actually, I'm gonna go.
shove this
I'm actually
horseshoe up
going
your
home.
ass, son.
I'm going home.
Yeah, right.
I don't even want to go to Walmart."
That and I was thinking about that too, and I'm glad you said that because like I don't really get mad at a lot of things. I really don't. Like when people are arguing or fighting, like I just stay quiet. Or when people are talking about like a bad situation, like oh I can't believe this. Like I typically don't chime in because I don't really give a fuck. Two, like I don't want to argue. I just I'm just here to live. But that it's one of the things that
Big pet peeve.
dude, I was sweating, and I don't know
Yeah.
if it's because I had my heat seats on by accident, which I don't think I did, but I was sweating.
Dude, I
Fucking
fucking
sweaty.
hate it. I fucking hate it. That's one of my biggest pet peeves. Another
Yeah.
pet peeve of mine, as we're on the topic, just because I ran into this. If you fucking schedule an appointment for me at 9 a.m. and I'm not back at 9 a.m., I'm killing everybody.
Wait, they're scheduling to meet you at
No,
9?
like
or
like an
it's
appointment, like a
to be
doctor's
over?
appointment.
Oh, yeah.
Like a doctor's appointment. Your appointment's at 9. So I, as a normal human being,
Right.
get there at 8:45.
Right, sign paperwork, do bullshit.
I'm ready to go back at 9.
Right.
They're not ready at 9.
Never.
I fucking hate that.
So, but you know what that probably is?
At that point, it's free.
Should be.
It should be free.
But you know what that is? It's the first person came 5 minutes late and got them 15
Yeah,
minutes
no, right.
behind.
It's just like the
just
brake,
like the
it's
cars.
brake lights. Holy fuck, man. This is a great
Yeah.
way to circle it up.
It's that's. I mean, it happens to me all the time because we have the
Like,
appointments.
we're not professionals, but that was close.
We're amazing.
Yeah.
So it happens to me all the time at work because we have appointments, 30-minute, intervals. People come in, they don't realize like you have to do. How do you not? I just do it. Okay, now I'm getting mad again. That's another thing I'm mad about.
Yeah, we should stop doing this.
No, I'm happy.
I can't stand stupid people.
Yeah, but they'll come 10 minutes late and be like, "Oh, I'm here for my, 4 o'clock," and it's 4:10. It's like, yo, you're gonna make. I don't.
If
take
I
'em.
ran that business,
I don't take them.
get out.
We don't, and it's typically what the doctor wants to do. But the thing is, you never know what you're going to run into. As a doctor, certain things might happen. If it's diabetes
Yeah,
or something,
right,
they got to do extra stuff. So you already don't want to be behind, and especially in my world, they're coming in and spending a lot of money on
Yeah,
high-end
right.
eyewear or whatever. So if they're already going to be, and two, whenever that happens, I have to sit there and entertain them. Which, for most of the part, like 95% of the people, I love it because you never know what you're going to find out about somebody
Yeah,
and where
right,
that will
right.
take you. And
Yeah,
I had
right.
this great conversation with this lady yesterday, but that's neither here nor there. I fucking hate that shit too. Other pet peeves.
Listen, I'm a big proponent of, like, sometimes, and I'll be a product, like I'll be a not a victim, but I'll be the recipient of somebody just having no wiggle room. Like, it is what it is.
Yeah.
And I can't think of an example off the top of my head, but it's like, you know, at some point, I don't blame them. I got to respect it. Like,
Yeah.
hey, you're supposed to be here at 4 o'clock. If you're not here at 4 o'clock, fuck off.
And you gotta, I mean, that's how it should be. Like,
And
even
that's the only way we could teach society a lesson.
but we can't because everyone's so fucking stupid.
Yeah.
Like, I had so many kids that used to work for me.
Well, you
when I
heard the
did-
conversation with my dad earlier.
Yeah,
prior to this.
yeah. But I used to have kids that would work for me, and their shift would start at 4, right? And they'd get there at 4:01, and then they go in the bathroom for 15 minutes to do their makeup, put their hair up, change, do homework. I'm like, but they'd clock in right when they got there.
Oh, of course. Of course.
And I hate that. Like, for as ridiculous as I am, time to me is like everything. Like, if you're that old saying, like, we're old, 2 fucking dads, well, you are, but I'm not. I'm old, but no dad. If you're on time, you're 15 minutes late.
Yeah, you're late.
I'm all about that.
Well, I was the same thing. Like, just like yesterday. Not to do a weird flex, but like, we were supposed to meet at 11:45 yesterday at the course, and I was there at 11:30.
Yeah, that's how it should be.
And I just found myself like walking around like a tourist,
Right.
you know, looking at shit. Went in the pro shop and stuff like that. But I would rather sit there for 10 minutes. Like, I ended up going in. Everything's men's there.
Yeah.
You know, because it's so old school. They have nothing for women. It's
Which
crazy.
is that's ridiculous.
But so like you go, this lady, oddly enough, takes you in like, oh yeah, you can wait right here for your host, and in the men's grill. It's called the men's grill. But she was like, can I get you a cocktail? So I was like, yeah, sure. And I got like a vodka water or something.
They don't sell beer?
Oh yeah, they sell beer. But I didn't know the crowd. Like, I'd never met this guy yet.
Right.
He was hosting, like, taking us. So I was like, I'll just get like a vodka water, like, so I don't look like a complete heathen, just hammering Miller Lights.
Yeah.
But they had Wall Street Journal everywhere. So I find myself 10 minutes like reading about. Actually, I was reading about a lot of crypto shit.
Oh, really?
In the Wall Street Journal.
That's awesome.
But I felt like so sophisticated, but then also so gay.
Yeah.
At the same time.
Yeah.
So, but it was that kind of shit. Like, I would rather sit there for 10 minutes and feel awkward as shit and like feel that I don't belong
Than being the asshole.
rather than being the asshole that's
Yeah.
there sitting there and I walk in late.
I'm the exact same way. I mean, listen, there's been times I've been late to tea times, but that has nothing to do with my timeliness. Beers from the night before.
Right, yeah, of course.
But yeah, that shit fucking grinds my gears, and there's probably a million other pet peeves, but I want to talk about something because you just reminded me.
Mm-hmm.
Vodka waters.
Yeah, okay.
Do you remember? WVU.
Oh my God, yeah. When you didn't even have water.
No, it was sink water, but
Sink water.
because there was nothing in your fridge.
No,
Nothing.
and there was no ice either. It was just as cold as the sink would get.
Yep.
And I think it was awful. It was like Vlad, I think.
Yes, the worst. But I don't really taste the difference in vodkas.
Yeah, but cut to you laying on your back, pissing straight up in the air in our living room.
No. It
And then
wasn't
shitting and throwing up on at the same time in our bathroom.
roofied.
That's what you said. You said I was roofied.
There was no other way.
You were actually laying on your back in the middle of our living room, and Al, the big black dude that we lived with, was just playing Xbox right on top of you. He didn't even care.
But no, okay, hold on. We'll talk about that. But the fact that everyone thought it was so weird that I would drink vodka water.
Yeah, now like that's all Rick drinks.
Yeah, right. Gluten boy.
Gluten boy.
Big deal. Get over it, dude.
Yeah, eat a piece of bread, Rick. Jesus.
Or I don't know, manifest it that you don't fucking have it.
I don't even think gluten allergy is real.
And that's not.
There's no way to test for it. I don't think.
No, manifest it out of your body.
Yeah,
Pretty
fake.
simple. But
If there's a doctor out there, reach out to us. But okay, dude.
yeah, I bet. But it that was right. I don't really remember, like, not just because it was so long ago, but I do remember laying butt naked or just pants down, shirt
down.
up,
Pissing straight up in the air.
laying flat on my back, pissing straight up into the air
Onto your own stomach, all over our carpet in the living room.
Oh man, yeah, that was nuts. And I did shit and throw up at the same time, and that puke wore away your tile.
Yeah,
it was so acidic.
It wore away the grout. And
Yeah.
the tile fell off the wall.
Yeah, that's nuts. I 100%
You were like
got roofied.
that dinosaur from Jurassic Park that spits acid.
Yeah, that's exactly. But that's honestly, I swear to God, like we all at that point we always drank the same, and we knew how much we could drink, and it would never get to that point. I just remember being in Club Z, And instantly, I grab Geet. I'm like, Geet, I gotta go, bro. And he's like, okay, man, I'll take you outside. He took me outside. He goes, all right, see you later. And walked right back
That was
in.
the night you texted my house number.
Yep, texted your house number. Because that was before, like, cell phones were, like, real sweet. And you had, like, Andy's cell, Andy house. And I texted, what did it do? Like,
my mom called me. Yeah, like, it would, like, ring, but it wouldn't, like, there would be just a dial tone, I think. I forget what it would do, but...
Yeah.
My mom called me. It was like midnight. Like, why did Duck text the house? I'm like, what?
Wait, to get that call drunk had to be pretty.
I was hammered. I'm like, what are you talking about?
Are you drunk?
She was
Duck
like, Duck text the house. Isn't he with you? I'm like, yeah. She goes, well, you need to find, like, you should probably check on him.
Mm-hmm.
And that's when we realized you were outside.
Mm-hmm.
And we had to convince Muhammad, the owner, to let you back in.
No, I don't think I got back in, did I?
No, he wouldn't let you back in.
I remember just sitting outside and, like, people just be looking at me like, are you okay? And I'm like, no.
You were, like, in the same place where the homeless people would sit in that little like alcove or whatever.
Yeah, exactly. That's a good word. I didn't know. I was
an alcove? Yeah.
I mean,
How about one of our caddies is a junior at WVU yesterday?
You think he's pissing
His
straight up
name's
in the air?
So I asked him, he was like, where'd you live? And I told him where we lived. He's like, oh, yeah. He was like, I go, what are the big bars down there? He was like, well, Bent Willie's is under new ownership, so it's 18 and over now, which I believe it was the last time we went down and visited.
Yeah.
And but he was like, it's like Joe Mama's, which is old Lazy Lizard.
Listen, you could get in anywhere there.
So I asked him, I said, what's like the big drinking special down there now? He was like, probably like dollar beers. I'm like, oh, listen to this shit.
Penny fucking
In 2005, every Wednesday night, you would have to wait in line to get a fucking pitcher because they only had 40 of them and there was 600 people there.
Right.
And you had to go there early. They opened at 9. You had to go fucking wait in line early. And like it was a release of a fucking movie or something. And you walked in with a handful of change and all your fake wristbands that you collected over the weeks.
Mm-hmm.
You'd go directly into the bathroom. You'd have fucking tape on your ID, on your real ID in your wallet. You'd pull a couple strips of tape off, tape the fucking wristband on, walk over to the bar with a handful of change, and you'd drink all night.
Give me all the beer you got.
And they would just continue to fill it.
What's funny is because you said it, and like people, if you didn't say it, but it was Wednesday nights that happened, and I was there for every single one, and I didn't go to school there.
Yeah, dude, our schedule in college was wild. Like Monday night we would watch 24, Jack Bauer, and until 9 o'clock, or no, it would go 9 to 10. Something like that. I think it was 9 to 10, 8 to 9 or 9 to 10. Either way, right after 24, we would go downtown, and we go to this bar next to Club Z called Fuel. And me and Rick used to sing karaoke under the name Pittsburgh All-Stars.
No, you didn't.
Swear to God.
I never heard this.
Really?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Because I was never there Mondays, except for when I ran away from home. But
yeah, right. And then Tuesday we didn't really do much. Wednesday was Penny Pitchers. Thursday was Thursday, so we were out. Friday was Ladies' Night, so we were out anyway. Saturday we were out anyway. That was after all day of drinking. Sunday we would be miserable.
Yep.
And we do it all over again Monday. We drank 5 out of the 7 nights a week. I drank in Morgantown 4 years straight.
And that's no joke.
That's
except for the week I was there, you drank 7 days.
And didn't go to one class.
Yeah.
We beat Shaolin monks though. We beat Mortal Kombat.
That was awesome. That was probably the greatest week of my life. Ran away from home.
Yeah.
Because my mom had a new hot boyfriend that fucking hated me and thought I was on drugs. At that point, I never really did drugs other than the marijuana.
Yeah, that's true.
Anyway, oh, good one. Fucking Oscar, if you're hearing this, fuck you
off,
fucking
Oscar.
idiot. But that was nuts when I came down there. And it's funny, the only reason I left is because me and Rick got in that fight.
Yeah, remember and their tire was flat?
Yeah. Well, no, so my tire got flat like a couple days in, I believe.
Yeah, right. And it was just sitting in the parking lot.
Yeah, at McDonald's. But
I remember we watched you from our window.
Well, no. So listen, we came down. Obviously, I don't know how to change a flat tire. I could do it if I really had to, but you guys changed the tire that put the donut on, right? So we had a good whole week, and then me and Rick probably fought in those elevators.
Every night we drank.
Yeah. Like people. We would come to like the 4th floor and it'd open up and people would just see him smashing my head off the ground.
Dude, there was a full box of Ritz crackers on the one night destroyed in that elevator. We'd piss in that elevator. And then JJ Matthew would be working the front desk and it would open and we'd just be covered in shit.
I remember the one time it opened and Sam was just pissing in the corner. The piss was just flowing out of it somehow. Because that's how much he pissed because it was a fucking fire hose for Piss cannon. He does. He can shoot that motherfucker up over the stall.
He can piss over a car.
Unbelievable. But so anyway, me and Rick got in that elevator, fought like we always did, because I would egg him on. Fuck you, Rick. Big deal, Rick. Same old shit.
You would say, what are you going to do, Rick?
What are you going to do, Rick? Duck, you don't want this to happen again. Sure enough, it would happen.
Yeah.
And I don't know why we got in such a fight that, like, I wanted to leave. I think I made it a bigger deal than it was.
Probably.
Like normal.
Yeah, probably.
I played, just was being a bitch.
It was something like you guys both, it was a long week.
Yeah.
It was a long week. And I think he just had enough, and you were like, I'm leaving. He was like, go then, fuck, go.
Yeah.
Well, at that point, you weren't going to let that go.
Right.
Yeah, and then
I just wanted him to say, just stay, man. Sorry, your life sucks.
But he was like, no, dude, get the fuck out of here. You drove around McDonald's 17 times. You drove in a circle around McDonald's 17 times. Right,
because I was hoping someone to come back. No one did.
I remember. I'm pretty sure Rick was like, you do not call him.
Yeah.
Fucking let him go.
Yeah. And I remember, dude. Yeah, so I'm driving around McDonald's. They could see from, like, their window.
Yeah, we were looking right at you. We were watching you
just drive.
You were in your Mazda.
Yeah, I thought I was so sweet. It was not even my old Mazda, like my old Mazda that my aunt gave me.
Yeah, the green one.
Yeah, that we used to listen to fucking Garth Brooks in.
Yeah.
But, so finally when no one called, I was like, fuck this, fuck these assholes. And, I'm pissed because I got to go back home to my mom, who hates me. And I didn't remember because I was so drunk. But, that's an hour and a half drive. So if we're really fucking stupid, one.
It was very dumb that we even let you go.
Yeah, that's not your guys' fault. I was an asshole. But the point is, you're only supposed to drive a certain mile per hour on a donut.
Yeah, it's like 50 miles an hour.
Yeah, and a certain mileage.
50, I think it's like 50 miles.
I was going 95 miles an hour.
Up 79.
Up 79 all the way home. And I remember I didn't go home at first. I called Kit because he wasn't there with us for whatever reason that week.
I can't wait to talk to him.
And I was like, what are you doing? He's at a strip club. I'm like, all right, I'm on my way from WVU. And met him at that one shitty strip club in Beaver Falls.
God, dude, that's so awesome.
Yeah.
Crazy horse.
Well, you just brought it back. Fucking from crazy-ass women to the crazy horse.
God, that's perfect.
Full ass circle. All right, where are we at?
47 minutes.
Yeah, we'll keep it short for these idiots today.
Yeah.
Let's get in there, grab a drink, start ripping some piss missiles.
My back's tight, man. I got to loosen up. Plus, all this rain that isn't coming is coming.
Yeah, why, dude? Why are you putting it in there?
Well, because it's science. It's weather science.
It doesn't matter. Manifest the fucking cloud. I'll do it right now with my brain. Watch.
Okay.
See him moving? Told you.
Yeah.
Pretty easy. Ain't hard. Hey, guys, stay positive. Don't think negative. Manifest. Most of you probably can't do it because you're not as powerful as me. But start slow. You'll get there.
Hey, one thing I wanted to point out, I just thought of this. This is the first time we recorded since the first episode. The Geet isn't here.
Fuck. So if you guys weren't hearing stupid giggles in the back, that's why.
We didn't shout him out once until just now.
Damn, I already miss him. I miss him. Is he coming today? I hope not. He didn't text when I sent out the groupie.
No, I'm pretty sure he's coming. Although he didn't ask any of us for a ride, so I don't know.
Yeah.
Yeah, what else is he going to do?
Well, he doesn't have a ride. Even though he's a grown man with a car.
He'll ride with Nate.
Yeah, I get a call.
I think he just sneaks into the bed of Nate's truck.
Nate doesn't even know.
Yeah, he
just
gets
here
out
and he hops out.
He goes to get his club and Geet's laying in there hammering a fifth of fucking vodka. No, hammering just like a fucking, basically like the rubber thing that's on the bar. As they spill a bunch of shit, they pour it back in a bottle and that's what Geet drinks.
Yeah, they use the rag to wipe it up and then what's that called?
Ringing
it out.
Ringing it out.
Yep, that's Geet. No, I guarantee. Let's take bets.
Okay.
I'm thinking red, white, and blue. 12-pack open. 6 gone already. And then the Yeti cup with 94 Kraken.
He's definitely got the Yeti cup. That's a given. Got the big Yeti tumbler.
Does it have vodka or Kraken?
I'm going to say it has Gatorade in it.
That's a good call. He hasn't had that in a while.
So he's probably going to have that, and he'll probably have... No, he'll probably just get that, and he's such a fucking douchebag, he'll try to drink all our shit.
Like last week.
Yeah.
He literally walked past my shoulder, hit me, giggled, and then I can hear him crunching through the ice trying to get a beer.
Like and then whenever we call it out, he just keeps going.
Yeah. And I turn around, I look at him, I go, really? I go, we and that was after 9, so we just went into the clubhouse.
Yeah.
He goes, I didn't think you'd see me.
And then he just took it anyway.
And then he did it. And then he did it again.
Dude. What a guy.
Like, whichever. I think for him, he's trying to save me.
No.
Yeah, you're right.
Don't give him that credit.
So if he doesn't buy beer today.
It's progressively getting darker over there.
Oh, do you see the sun over there? Looks like the fucking Lion King, pal.
Yeah, but it's coming from that direction.
Don't matter. Lion King.
Look at
Hakuna Matata.
look at the. Anyway, let's get out of here.
Yep.
If the new beats are on there, enjoy them.
Connie.
Check out Connie Beats. Check him out on Twitter. All his stuff's linked in one of our episodes.
Actually, I meant to say this. You know what's funny is like Connor is pretty, artistically inclined when it comes to the musical, and he'll send it to me like asking like my opinion. Like, bro, you're way better than I am. Like your beat's fucking sick. Like why? Like he's nervous to almost send it to me.
He's like, what do you think? I'm like, I don't know. I'm not a fucking beat maker.
It fucking sounds
cool.
great to me. I freestyled rap to it the whole goddamn way here.
Yeah, fucking sounds sweet.
Cried a couple times too because it's a little sad. Oh, didn't mean to say that. You'll hear it.
You'll hear it. All right. Oh, look, it is fucking opening up.
Oh, wow. Well, funny how that works.
A fucking ray of sunlight came in right before it opens up.
Exactly. Let's do it. All right, guys. Until the next time, Emma, love you. Wife, love you. Everyone else, fuck you. Catch you later, Pop-Tarts.
He doesn't mean that. We love you guys. But, again, follow us on socials. Instagram, check us out. Probably next week we'll get back to the golf.
We will. Free picks for Em and Boom.
Oh, yeah. Emily and Boom. More free picks. She did well last week, so, we'll ramp it up again next week for the next tournament. Like I said, follow us on socials. Make sure you guys, if you're on YouTube, sub. If you guys are on Apple Podcasts or like iTunes or whatever, leave a rating or like a comment. That's cool as shit. And it just helps with like the analytics. So we'd really appreciate it. And then like
we say you guys, but we should say you girls because
really, it's all girls.
57% of our viewers.
You're right,
That's nuts. I love that.
That is cool. But yeah, and make sure like when we post something on like we posted like what do you guys want us to talk about?
Yeah, no one said anything.
Nobody said anything.
Yeah.
Engage, guys. Engage
right.
with
I
us.
mean, you could see how many views it has. 100 and some of you viewed it. No one said anything. Let us know what you want us to talk about. We're like so smart. We get it that we'll never run out of content. But the fact is, we want to talk about shit that you guys want to hear about. And I actually had a fan of ours call and I had a 2-hour conversation with her. And she was like, you guys should talk about this. Like, you and Andy are so good at playing off each other. And, he's married and you're single. It just works so well. So fucking tell us what you want us to talk about. And we'll make it funny as shit. And you'll laugh. So what's so bad about that? Nothing.
So, yeah, he's right. So reach out. Let us know. Stay engaged. We love you guys. And peace.
Unless you're not happy, then get divorced.
Yeah, well, yeah, obviously. Just focus on yourself and be happy.
Manifest the happiness.
Manifest the happiness. All right, guys, listen, peace. We love you guys, and we'll see you on the next one. Later.